Greetings everyone, this is Lightstar and I'm super happy today we are going to be doing an exciting activation, a light language activation from the Arcturian realms. And I'm also going to show you my new image that I created for the Arcturian realms as well. So they're going to go hand in hand together. So we're going to get a double activation. So this is the image I created, one of my visual attunement art images. And it is called Arcturus InfinityMind. And it's a very powerful image that I've been getting a lot of information coming from the Arcturian realms, whether it be data downloads or in my dream time or the energies of the constellation of Arcturus just coming and flooding in to my mind space. And so I'm going to also be creating a lot more images that have to do with the star realms and the constellations and the energies coming forth from them. The last one I created was my Pleiades star angel, and again that was coming through with very powerful energies coming from the Pleiades, having to do with the heart and opening the heart. And so the Arcturian realms are coming in with this heavy mind clearing type of energy. So they came in the word that came most prominently was infinity with them. So that's why it's called Arcturus InfinityMind. And so, you know, I want to share this language with you in a double dose, so you get double dose of it, which is a visual and also audio. So I'll be showing you that in a bit, but I just wanted to share a little bit of, for those of you that don't know light language, what it is. I do have several videos that I've explained it more in depth, so you can check out my previous videos. But light language is a very powerful, energetic language. Sometimes it's called universal language, galactic language, language of light. There's different terminologies for it. But we all have the ability, you know, we all didn't just grow up on Earth here. You know, most of us were dropped off here from somewhere. So we all have a different type of language for the most part to be able to speak. Some people speak it, some people sing it, some people write it, some people draw it, many different forms of the language that it can come out. But it is actually an activating language, and in my work I'm actually using my languages. I'm speaking over about 20 languages so far, and they're still coming. And I'm using them in my session work with people to do clearings, focusing on the chakras, focusing on the energies, and clearing and helping to remove some blockages and things like that. But light language can be used for a lot of different purposes. But the main point I want to get across is that light language is actually a very activating language, meaning that it may shift and change your body, your DNA, the cells in your body. It causes some shifts to happen. So some people may feel things in their body or just sense things in their body when they're hearing people speak language, the light languages. And some of you will have a very strong remembrance of home. Some tears may come up, all different types of changes that can happen within you from hearing the language. And it's going to be different for everyone. But there are some places that I've heard in the body that shift that I've heard more over and over again. One of them is the throat, either feeling some kind of tingling or some kind of tightening even, or an opening sensation in the throat. And that is primarily because the languages are coming through and they're activating your communication centers. So a lot of your communication centers will be pushed, opened, activated. So that's why sometimes you feel these sensations. Another area is around the head. A lot of times people will have this kind of opening or maybe a tingling again, where it's just allowing that to open up and shift. Common to sort of jerk and have these like kind of just involuntary spasms, if you will. It's just moving energy. Okay, so there's no need to be afraid of it. It's perfectly natural, and it actually, all the energies coming from my languages are not really channeling an individual, but I'm channeling the language, I'm channeling the energy and the frequency that comes through those languages, okay? So it's a little different than someone channeling an ascended master or a spirit guide or a specific archangel or something like that. So just know, and I'm, bring in all the energies that I bring through are pure, clean, clear. Those of you that know me and watch my previous videos, I'm sure you can get that feeling that I clear my field all the time. And so it's always going to be coming through from a pure, clear. And I actually have interpretations coming through my head when I'm speaking. A lot of times I don't always like to give an interpretation of what I'm saying, because I want you to experience what it is in your body and you to get the interpretation. But I usually will have a interpretation that's coming through, or the overall message. It's not going to be a word for word interpretation a lot of the time, because some of these languages don't work like that. So just wanting to have a little background on that. So just being open to what you're feeling. Now, the Arcturus realms, when it was coming through my image and as well as the language and bringing forth this transmission, is also bringing forth a message in itself. And the message is about the mind, our analytical mind, and our abilities to limit our own thought processes. So Arcturus is all about expanding into the heart, into the beautiful spiritual space. And so that means also clearing the mind, the mental chatter, the negative thinking, the limited thinking, which is why the image is actually called Infinity Mind, because we're really needing to expand into a more infinite way of thought, an infinite way of us bringing into our source energy and to manifesting and creating unlimited. We are unlimited beings, okay? We have imposed our own limitations. And a lot of us get it from our parents, and we grow up and we sort of put those limits on us because that's what we grew up with. But when we get to a certain point, we need to start shifting that around and starting to clear that field. You know, we can actually use our brain and use our analytical mind when we need to. When we need to solve a math problem, or we need to solve something like that, we need that analytical mind. But most of us are not needing to solve a math problem 24/7. You know, most of us are interacting. We need the communication. We need the heart center open more than the mind. We need to stop so much of the critical thinking, the judgmental thinking, the limited thinking, and imposing those upon ourselves, and as well as imposing them upon others. Okay, we need to release the control, having to control other people. And there's a lot on this planet about mind control and, you know, having to control the mind. And there's something to be said for managing your mind and being able to manage your thoughts, manage your emotions, manage that. But to control is a whole nother, you know, meaning of that. So this realm, and so bringing these images, this image and this, you know, light language activation, is I want you to place your attention on any of your negative thought forms, feelings of doubts and confusion and uncertainties and negative patterns that you might be thinking, that you just speak it over and over and over. Your thoughts just keep going the same way, and you need to kind of push and jumpstart yourself out of that. So putting your attention on that when you're visually looking at the image and hearing the activation will help as well to clear. It's your intention to focus and clear that, and that's what this will help to do. So I want you to just enjoy and just sit back and relax. Enjoy this. You can also go to my website and learn more about me at lightstarcreations.com. And you can go and look at more of my session work. I do private work, again, with my Starseed alignment sessions, very powerful, and also my Sacred Keys acceleration system, where you're learning, and I'm also, one of the keys is teaching the light language as well. Because yes, most of you can speak the language. Yes, you can, because you have a mother tongue. At least everybody has at least one mother tongue that they do speak, that they can tap into. So anyways, so go check all of that out, and hope you guys enjoy this activation. And enjoy, and I'll talk to you really soon. Thanks a lot, blessings, and namaste.
Shunasana ka itusunasa sunte sanas tadarama ki isutanata antusuntarami sut suta anka imita sut istene tusun ite kutusana tarataratas tarakananiti iti tusuntaramasan isun tarata kunstadata istis nunarastarana ke turu Turiside eterenaka suma kutijisi ti etiniti ti sanatata na ko sanatal itu stana akimese te eten te sutana sa antelete
Sustanas te tia Tirasanata turusa turukunasted enta te itidi stediti eterenata akusanatara Tidiste etiriatan adatadastan Ti etu tara anama tarara. Ti istu tu baka be ti tara tanini tu ti istu akushin ti esti etedi atara. Kuresti epiata neki tu sa tarari tana tu tara tanana. Tiki utana taramati. Tiki ti etu sa tarami ti iki suta. Tu son atuti si ti asata antigis. Tu sata ni tu kusha anatiri atu. Tidi tis. Tanati atu arte. Te tutara isi ti. Tanatis. Met imiatara. Stuti atni si tudu saniti. Ti artu so. Kurisi ti tinisti iti te